Morning, everybody. Today is July 5th. I hope everybody had a great 4th of July. We did. We had a very quiet one. I didn't go see fireworks. It's too hot and buggy and muggy. You know, I live in Florida, so let me see if I can straighten you up a little here. I don't do that. I don't do that very well. But I can hear them, and I had all my animals on top of me all night because they didn't want nothing to do with it. I leave my sliding glass door open off my bedroom that goes out to my porch so they can come and go. And they usually stay on the porch and sleep, but they were all on top of me last night. So I need to say I didn't sleep all that well. But that's okay. I understand it scares them. And they're still kind of gluey to me. They're, my little Barney, he loves to sit out there, but now he's sitting in the office in a chair. But a couple days they'll be over that. I just wanted to let you know that I'm really enjoying this calorie count. I think this is the way to go. I think I'm going to today is cancel my Weight Watchers membership. And by no means anybody that's doing Weight Watchers, it's a wonderful program. But right now in the position that I'm in the time with my diet and everything else, it's no longer working. So, yeah, it's, Weight Watchers is good. When you do Smart Points, it's not much allowance in there for any little treats or anything. I mean, you got to use a big wad of points. If you use, then that was a lot of the problem I was having because I would get 31 points. And if you wanted a treat, it was at least 8 points. That's a lot. That's almost half of your daily allowance, which I think was causing me to sneak. I wouldn't say binging because I really haven't been binging, but eating something I shouldn't, a piece of cake or, and then you have no points and it's like, okay, so I'm not supposed to eat for the next 3 days, and it's a vicious cycle. And it's good because it's all good food and stuff. And yes, it's very good. But right now, I just want to count calories. I think that will be best for me because on weekends I have the hardest time with my points. I use the biggest amount of points on my weekends. So during the week, I'm like really trying to hold on, because you want something more because you're really not satisfied. You used to be, but it's not anymore. I don't know why that is, but it is. But I do know with the calories, I had the calories estimated at, I'm doing the Fitness Pal. Carol told me about the Fitness Pal, and I like it, and I'm going to use that because every time I go to enter something, it works. The other one, I liked it, but it wouldn't let me enter stuff. So what's the sense, I was using my Net Diary, I think is what it was. Anyway, so I'm using the Fitness Pal. And I did all my calculations in there, and it said if I want to lose a pound a week, it was like 1,800 and some calories. If I want to lose a pound and a half, it was like 1,500 and something calories. So what I decided, I did set it to lose a pound a week. And I thought, you know what? Because I can see where my weekends, I might use 1,800 points, okay? But that's only 2 days out of a 7-day period that I would be going over. I'm saying points. So when I say points, I mean calories. It's going to take me a while to get over the points. I think I've been brainwashed. But it'll have 1,500 calories and on the weekend. So if I do go over a little, at least I'm keeping an eye on what I'm doing. Because if I didn't keep track, I would eat a heck of a lot more calories than I did over the weekend. Yesterday, which was my fault, I had my niece was cleaning my house yesterday, so you can't go in there and cook things, stuff like that. So I had a bowl of cereal. That's not very filling and anything. And then I had the yogurt. You didn't see a picture of that, but I told you. And that was 170 calories, which was very good. It was at Trader Joe's coconut. Oh, it was delicious. And then I had something quick in the microwave because, she was cleaning. And then we've been smoking meat all day, and I ate lunch, at 12 o'clock. And by that time, I didn't even take a nap yesterday. By that time, I was starving, and it was like, I don't care, I'm eating. And you seen my big old plate, I thought I'm going to be real here and show it. And I was going to put on there, show you my empty plate and say, I enjoyed it. It was 4th of July, celebrating Independence, make all kinds of excuses. But I could not physically eat it all. I couldn't eat it all. And it was mainly the meat I didn't, which was more higher calorie, which was good because I did have 2 ribs after they had come out, because you have to taste it, make sure it's okay. And they were delicious. Oh my God, it was so good. So when I'm waiting for the baked beans to cook, we had to wait like another 40 minutes for the baked beans to cook. And I was like, oh, that's why I ate another one, because it was so friggin' good. So when it came time to make my plate, I was like, oh yeah, I want this, I want this, I want these wings. The chicken wings, one whole chicken wing is 50 calories smoked. Mine were cut at the joint, so 2 for 50 calories. So I actually ended up eating 4 pieces, which is 2 wings. And then I ate one of the riblets off of the ribs that I had on my plate, which makes a total of 3 because the other 2 that I ate. So I wasn't even going to write the calories. I was going to say this day is a wash. We will continue tomorrow. But after I couldn't eat that, I thought, well, let me just see how many calories it is. And I was pleasantly surprised, which made me feel good and kept me going, and to continue on tomorrow. And I'm thinking, well, that's not bad at all. And I had exactly what I wanted. I didn't feel like, I missed out, because of the mayonnaise and the potato salad. You know what that many points that would have been on a Weight Watchers? Oh my God, that would have been all your points for the day and probably half your weeklies, if not all of them. And and then you wonder why. Well, how can you lose weight if you can eat like that? But on Weight Watchers you can. Well, let me tell you, because when you're counting calories, you're very careful of how many calories you use. This morning, for breakfast, I had 2 pieces of Morningstar bacon, which was 60 calories, 1 piece of Sara Lee toast, which is 45, and 1 egg, which was 70 or 72 calories, which my whole breakfast came to 177 calories. Now, when I was on Weight Watchers, I would have 2 to 3 pieces of the Morningstar bacon, because the only thing I'm counting is the bacon. 2 pieces of toast, 2 eggs. Yes, it's a healthy food, and it's a good breakfast. That's a very good go-on-the-day breakfast for you. But, and I'm only using 2 points. I have 42 a day. I'm only using 2 of them. I'm thinking, well, that's free. The bread's free. Sometimes I have 3. Sometimes I'll have another piece of toast, which is free, and a teaspoon of jelly, which is 1 point. So you're eating more calories that way. So I think it all kinds of works out, because it's calorie intake. It's your body doesn't know that you're eating, that every meal, everything in your mouth isn't good for you. It just knows you're eating. This is the calories, these are the vitamins, this is the waste, this is this, and it just breaks it down and distributes where it's supposed to go. And it's over their calories today to maintain their weight, so let's pack this on to the side. This is extra, This way, I know how many calories I'm eating, and this I think is going to work very well for me, because I also have it on light exercise, lightly active, because I cannot promise any of you that I'm going to exercise, and that's being right up with you. I am a walker. I enjoy walking outside. I can walk outside for 2-3 hours on a beautiful trail on a beautiful day and think nothing of it. To have to sit there and do it, I don't like it. I never did, and I don't like it. So I'm not going to beat myself up. I'm going to try to do some yoga, because somebody was telling me it could help your back. So, but I am going to do something, and I'm not going to put pressure on myself to do it. I am just going to enjoy my life and enjoy myself, and everything I want up here, I want it to be positive, to come out here. I am done I'm done complaining. Let's put it that way. You're probably never done complaining, but I am trying my best not to complain about nothing. Not the house, not my husband, not the weather, nothing. I don't want to complain about anything. I just want positive energy to come flowing from me, and everything goes smoothly in my life. I'm not going to think about what I don't have. I'm going to think about what I do have and be thankful for what I do have. And I am very thankful. And I have gotten into the habit every morning I wake up. Excuse me. Got a little allergy thing going on here. I wake up every morning thinking what I'm grateful for. And when you go to bed, think about what you're grateful for, because you're putting good thoughts into your head. Not your body doesn't know you don't have it. It just knows you're saying you don't have it. That's not going to happen for you. You know, we got to stop that. But that's what I'm doing. That's, you know. So today my house is beautifully cleaned. It's hot as heck, but I'm not complaining about it because I don't have to be out there. And I did go swimming yesterday, and I might even go swimming again today. I was out there for a little bit, swimming about a half hour to an hour. And, you know, that gets me moving. And I'm going to get back on my scrapbooks here. I haven't had time since the last couple of days. Picking up my brother today at the airport. His plane comes in about 6, so in Jacksonville. So we're going to go pick him up today in the airport. And he'll be here for about 2.5 weeks, which will be fun. And maybe I can get a little bit of activity in. We're going to go to Blue Springs, I think, one day when they're here. It's a spring that's 72 degrees all year round. A man was attacked by an alligator last year in it. And it was somebody that was camping there at the springs. And when you camp there in the springs, you can go into the water before the park opens. I don't think they allow night swimming. And he's in there doing his little swim, and there was a gator in there. And there is a sign posted. I don't know if they've always had it there, but there's a sign posted now saying, if alligators are present, stay out of the water. And I noticed this one lady that I watched at Carolyn's RV Life, she's over this way a little bit, and she went to Blue Springs. She stayed there a couple days, and she was doing a video on it. And I noticed in the background, when I went in the weed area, you could swim over there. I mean, I was snorkeling one time, watching the water, beautiful, and and it was getting darker and darker. I'm like, what the heck? I looked up, and I'm in the friggin' weeds. There's gators. This is when I was in my 20s and 30s, okay? And I'm like, back paddling. Oh my God, my mom watched it. She was hysterical. You know, let me get eaten by a gator, right? So, yeah, but I see gates. Now they have fences up around that area, certain areas, little alcoves, I guess, where gators are tend to, so maybe they stay on that side of the gate. You know, they're going to go where they want to go. But during the day, I wouldn't want to be the first person going down there, swimming in there. Let a group of people go in there. They're all screaming. The gators are going to leave, or they're going to hide up in the bush. They're not going to come after you unless you are over there messing with them. And mating season too. But if you're not messing with them, and they're not having babies yet, so I think mating season's over. Gator season's coming up. My husband goes gator hunting, him and his buddies. And I think this year they can kill 10. Because they got a bunch of them that it's like a lottery. You got to pay for it. It's a lottery. And they can go anywhere. They won the lottery. They can go to anywhere in Florida. Any lake. Because usually you're assigned a certain lake. So, whatever. But we are overpopulated. We are very overpopulated with gators because they used to be extinct years ago and you weren't allowed to touch them. And now they're just overpopulated. So that's why they're doing that. And that's why they did the bear kill, because they used to be extinct. Now they're overpopulated, which I do not agree in that. They should take those animals, pick them up, and take them to the Ocala forest or take them to another wooded area where there's lots of wood. Quit building on their property and give them a home. This is not a rant. We are not complaining today. Yes, I am going to go. You will see my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm going to show you on here. I don't know what. I'm going to make some kind of burrito bowl. Trying to make something really healthy, sticks to your ribs. Low in calories. And dinner, I don't know. Because like I say, I'm going to get my brother. I don't know if we're going to eat before we go, stop and eat. But one thing I like about the restaurants nowadays, they have, and pretty soon they'll all have to by law, the calories. Oh, it helps so much to make better choices. So you all have a great afternoon. Enjoy the rest of the week. It's going to be a short week for a lot of people, which is always good. And I will see you later. Bye. This morning is 177 calories, 60 calories for the Morningstar bacon, 45 for the Sara Lee toast, 72 I think for the egg, or 70, something like that. And then I have not added on, let's just count 177 for this, and then another 60 calories for my creamer. Somebody asked, I used the Coffee Mate sugar-free vanilla. And yeah, So I'm going to go have this and probably cook my butternut squash because I'm going to make like a burrito bowl for lunch. It's going on 1:30 and I made a burrito bowl. And this is what I've made. The whole thing is 643 calories. This is tofu, 3.5 ounces of tofu sauteed in Mexican spices for 145 calories. Butternut squash is 78, roasted butternut squash. Black beans are black beans drained with a little bit of water, some onion and garlic and cumin. And those are, I got it written down here, 100 points. 100 points. Here I go again. 100 calories. That's a half a cup, 3.5 ounces. And then I have a cup of the brown rice that is in the little cups, little containers. That's 240 calories. And I used some Mexican salt on it with some cilantro and lime and kind of heat it up a little bit with some salt and pepper. And on some lettuce. And then for the dressing, I used the yogurt cilantro avocado one. That's 40 calories for 2 tablespoons. Well, I used 4 tablespoons. That's 80 calories. And it comes to 643 calories. So that's what I'm going to have for lunch. And this will stick with me until, because we got to go get my brother. And this way, if we do get a hamburger or something, I can just, everything's got a calorie count on it on the menu. So I will probably work it out. I think I have like 800 calories left. So I'm going to be fine. So I'm going to go have this, take a shower, and get dressed because we're going to leave here about 4 o'clock to go to the airport. So I will talk to you all later. Bye. we stopped to eat before we went to the airport, and I had a Jimmy John's oven bakes 130 for those, and the Jimmy John small sandwich, which was a 4-inch smoked turkey, which was 310 points. So my whole dinner was 440, 440. And so my lunch was 643, and my breakfast was 237, which did a total of 1320 calories, and I had a good 270 left. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.